230-pound stud in the backfield, and he shows it right there.
Adams. Sanford has it up near midfield. The 48 of Oregon made it look. Adams open. It's Stanford again. His third catch on this drive, but he's still going. Inside the 20 of Oregon State.
Something that probably wasn't emphasized enough early this season is Vernon Adams' ability to be accurate and deliver the ball down the field. When he had a broken finger, I'm not sure that everyone realized how good of a passer he really is. And now that he is, this Oregon offense moves.
Freeman has, it's Braylon Addison, excuse me, running the other way. And Braylon Addison is in the end zone, and touchdown Oregon.
This Oregon offense, the Oregon State defense reads this play well. They essentially shut it down, but can't account for the cutback. And Braylon Addison, probably the most versatile weapon on this Oregon offense. He can do so many different things.
It's Ryan Nall, and nothing. DeForest Buckner leads the team in sacks. That's Nall splitting out as a receiver. McMarion, and incomplete. It was tipped.
Tip ball.
Mondo. Vernon Adams with plenty of time. And heaving it downfield. And it's Addison again. Catch made. And McMarion's throw is intercepted. Midfield, it's a takeaway. And Charles Nelson, once an offensive star, with the pickoff in the secondary.
Well, Charles Nelson, such a valuable guy on both sides of the ball. He's essentially playing center field here, and he's going to read the quarterback's eyes. And as a rookie mistake, McMarion stares down his receiver just a little too long and overthrows him. And Charles Nelson is there. And Chris, all week long, we talked about how valuable Charles Nelson is. He's such a great player. Frustrating the young guy, Marcus McMarion.
10. Adams is going to get rid of it. And catch made. What a play to Darren Carrington.
When you get enough pressure and you're able to get in front of Vernon Adams, you've got to bring him down because those eyes are going to continue to stay downfield. And if he finds open guys, he's shown he has the ability to let it go. But this Oregon State defense has not been able to get pressure on the passer enough this year. And they do it right there.
2 and 3 during that stretch. As Griffin carries, and Griffin is in the end zone. Touchdown.
Once again, running the speedy freshman Taj Griffin off tackle. And Sussman from Oregon State was in position. But such a tough guy to tackle out in space. As you see here, they give him a chance to get out in space. Taj Griffin, such a dynamic guy in the open field. Just gives him enough of a stutter step to avoid the tackle. And
Haskins brought down right away. McMarion under pressure and goes down. The Ducks defense with a sack. Oregon has the lead after the open. This is Freeman with a big hole. Royce Freeman slips a tackle and gets a first down around the 40 of Oregon State.
ton of ability.
And now Griffin is in, who has a touchdown run. He spins out of a tackle, and there goes Taj Griffin. Out of bounds, inside the 10.
A great physical run by Taj Griffin, a guy that's only 5'10", 175. You wouldn't expect him to be breaking too many tackles at that size, but he does just that here. Spins out of that one and shows a burst to get up the sideline. Just stepping out of bounds, otherwise that thing goes for 6.
Try a 25-yard field goal after missing earlier. He's back on target.
This offense since arriving on campus.
Quick pass to Stanford again, who's loose. Lane Stanford, who's already at quite a few catches in this game.
There's Dwayne Stanford here running a little tunnel screen, trying to get him in space. It's kind of a compliment to their running game, throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage, allowing guys to get loose and get downfield with this speed.
21-yard gain, his fifth third and goal. Royce Freeman, stonewalled, and still pushing and shoving. Haven't heard a whistle yet. A delayed response.
Referees smartly elect to let this play continue.
And they're going to review as they want to make sure. That's so difficult to tell as they look at every angle.
The future looks bright.
After a pickup of 13, Adams with time, middle of the field. Addison has it. It's going to be a touchdown, Ducks. And there's your touchdown pass today.
One of the things that's going to happen as you continue to give different looks pre-snap like this Oregon team does with all these weapons and spreading you out is eventually lob it up to him for an easy 6. Way too easy, but as I said, as they spread things out, communication is key on the Oregon State defense, and they had a lapse there, and unfortunately these lapses can be very, very costly.
6 plays, cover 7, advantage. Holden on the return, and knocked out afterwards.
It's an elusive if you can't bring him down.
Royce Freeman on the reception, gets past one defender and then slips past another. All the way down to the 41 of Oregon. 3 points a game, and a lot of it because of Adams and Freeman. Royce Freeman all the way inside the 45 of Oregon State. That's now every game he's played. More than 100 yards from scrimmage this year.
Little misdirection play, a little counter, getting a good block from the tight end. And a nice little back, it's going to be somewhere else. He's been a huge asset for him today.
Charles Nelson on the return, slips a tackle. Nelson still going. Brought down from behind. A good saving tackle by Garrett Owens, the kicker. A return of 41 yards.
Well, Charles Nelson, such a dynamic player in the kick return game. Had a big return versus Stanford Cardinal just 2 weeks ago. It was a big game-changing play in that game. But you see his ability once he's in space to turn on the accelerator, and he does that really effectively here. Such a special player for this Oregon team. Fills so many different roles for them.
Really went last time on 4th and goal from the 2 and did not score. Handoff Freeman, and he'll score! A 19-yard touchdown run for Royce Freeman, his second of the day.
You see here they elected to give it to their feature back, and we have a hole right here that was created maybe by a little bit of a hold by Tyler Johnstone. He was able to get away with it there, create some space for his running back. Once again, when Royce Freeman gets that head of steam going forward, it's difficult to stop him. He's pretty good as it is, but when you don't get a hand on him, a little too easy for him.
Over 100 yards rushing for Freeman today. He's at corner in 6 games at the safety spot. Here's Null, and nowhere to go. And the Ducks swarm him. DeForest Buckner, part of the crowd. Griffin. And Tosh Griffin gets inside the 5.
As we've seen several times today, getting Taj Griffin on the jet sweep. And a jet sweep is always going to have to rely on these receivers down the field blocking, which you see from Darren Carrington right there, creating just enough space for him to get outside. You have speed like Taj Griffin.
And he remains in. Adams, end zone, catch made. Touchdown, Braylon Addison. His third of the day for the Ducks.
This play action here is important to the flow of the play. Then he comes right back and finds his receiver in the corner of the end zone. Safety, now playing corner, makes a great play on that tackle in the backfield.
Adams, all kinds of time. Open end zone, touchdown Ducks! It's Addison again. Braylon Addison with his 4th touchdown of the day. Time. But he held it too long. It's Buckner with the sack.
Well, unfortunately, on that play, they bring Victor Bolden in a short motion, which is a big indicator that they're going to run some kind of crossing route with him. And they do that, and I thought Marcus had plenty of time. But as you'll see here from this high end zone look, he has time to find Watch just in the middle of your screen. Victor Bolden come open there, and if he puts that thing on him as soon as that window